Hi everyone, welcome back. We're here with another movie reaction. Silence of the Lamb. You guys know that I do not do scary at all, but it was established in previous years. This is not supernatural scary. It was about like a serial killer, so I think that is doable. I'm not gonna say that human scary stuff doesn't bother me at all, but when I turn off the lights downstairs and I have to go upstairs in the dark, it's not a serial killer that I'm thinking about. It's like, let's not even try to start scaring myself right now. And just a quick reminder, like and subscribe. It goes a long way towards helping Keanu pay his child support. Please help a kitty out. And you can check out the full-length reaction over on Patreon. We have exclusive TV and movie reactions over there as well. But let's start. Hanukkah. Oh yes, FBI. Silence of the Lambs. Oh.
Crawford wants to see you in his office.
Love it.
Clarice.
Based on a novel. Oh. Oh. Fifth.
Starling. Clarice in. Your instructors tell me you're doing well. Top quarter of your class.
I hope so.
Jobs come up, and I thought about you. More of an interesting errand. Sit down. I remember you from my seminar at UVA. Let's see, double majors, graduated magna, summer internships at the Reisinger Clinic. When you graduate, you want to come to work for me in behavioral science.
Yes, very much, sir. Very much.
We're interviewing all the serial killers now in custody for a psychobehavioral profile. You spook easily, Starling?
Not yet, sir.
The one we want most refuses to cooperate.
Who's the subject?
The psychiatrist, Hannibal Lecter. I don't expect him to talk to you. So if he won't cooperate, I want just straight reporting. How's his cell look? Is he sketching, drawing?
And I forgot that I am reacting for a moment and I was deep in thought.
Special ID for you.
My
I
bad.
have your memo on my desk by 0800.
Excuse me, sir, but why the urgency? Is there some connection between him and Buffalo Bill, maybe?
I wish there were. Be very careful with Hannibal Lecter.
Thanks for not answering my question.
And you're to tell him nothing personal, Starling. Believe me, you don't want Hannibal Lecter inside your head. Never forget what he is.
And what is that?
Oh, he's a monster. From a research point of view, Lecter is our most prized asset.
Wow.
You know, we get a lot of detectives here, but I must say I can't ever remember one as attractive. Will you be in Baltimore overnight?
I'm sure this is a great town. My instructions are to talk to Dr. Lecter and report back this afternoon.
We've
how
tried
are...
to study him, of course, but he's much too sophisticated for the standard tests. Thinks I'm his nemesis. Crawford's very clever, isn't he, using you? Pretty young woman to turn him on. Or are you ever his taste, so to speak?
Graduated from UVA, doctor. It is not a charm school.
Do not touch the glass. Do not approach the glass. No staples or paper clips in his paper. If he attempts to pass you anything, do not accept it. I'm going to show you why we insist on such precautions. Complained of chest pains and was taken to the dispensary. Restraints were removed for an EKG.
What?
The doctors managed to reset her jaw. His pulse never got above 85, even when he ate her tongue.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to see the picture.
If Lecter feels that you're his enemy, well, maybe we'll have more luck if I go in by myself.
You might have suggested this in my office and saved me the time.
I would have missed the pleasure of your company, sir.
You don't need charm school.
When she's finished, bring her out.
So he said restraints. Yeah, accountable, right?
Hi. He told you don't get near the glass.
Yes, he did. Clarice Starling.
He's past the others. The last cell, you keep to the right. You'll do fine.
Looking at all the pictures.
My name is Clarice Starling. May I speak with you?
May I see your credentials? Closer, please. Closer.
Don't get near the glass. You know, I didn't think this was going to be a movie with like jump scares, but now I'm wondering if there will be.
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI, are you? Jack Crawford sent a trainee to me.
Maybe you can decide for yourself whether or not I'm qualified enough to do that.
That is rather slippery of you, Agent Starling. Sit, please. Now then, tell me, what did Miggs say to you? He hissed at you. What did he say?
I can smell your...
I myself cannot. You use Evian skin cream,
No, sir, you do not.
and sometimes you wear lead at home. But not today.
Oh my god.
Did you do all these drawings, Doctor?
That is the Duomo scene from the Belvedere. You know, Florence?
Oh my god, it's so chilling when they like go back to him and he's just like,
Memory, Agent Starling, is what I have.
Perhaps you'd care to lend us your view on this questionnaire, sir.
Oh, no. You had been courteous and you had established trust with the embarrassing truth about Miggs. Ham-handed segue into your questionnaire.
I'm only asking you to look at this, Doctor.
Jack Crawford must be very busy indeed, recruiting help from the student body. Busy hunting that new one, Buffalo Bill. Do you know why he's called Buffalo Bill?
Well, it started as a bad joke in Kansas City homicide. This one likes to skin his humps.
Why do you think he removes their skins? Throw me with your acumen.
It excites him. Most serial killers keep some sort of trophies from their victims.
I didn't.
No, you ate yours.
he's like, ah, the memories. I feel like I'm not going to be talking much in this one. I'm going to be stuck in my head.
Oh, Agent Starling, you think you can dissect me with this blunt little tool?
I thought that your knowledge...
You're so ambitious, aren't you? With your good bag and your cheap shoes, a well-scrubbed, hustling robe with a little taste. You're not more than one generation from poor white trash, are you? And that accent you've tried so desperately to shed, West Virginia. How quickly the boys found you. Tedious, sticky fumblings in the backseats of cars. Only dream of getting out, getting all the way to the apple pie.
You see a lot, Doctor. Why don't you look at yourself and write down what you see?
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver and a nice Chianti. You fly back to school now, little Starling. I bit my wrist so I can die. Look at the blood!
Oh no!
Agent Starling! Come back! Agent Starling! This courtesy is unspeakably ugly to me.
Then do this test for me.
Will make you happy. I'll give you a chance deep within yourself, Clarice Starling.
Why are you so close to the glass?
Offered an old patient of mine, M-O-F-E-T. Go now!
The aim was so... It didn't get in her eye. Like, I would just boil in some water for a while. Ugh.
Daddy!
Hey, Clarice.
Don't, you know, I didn't understand what they meant by like, don't let him get into your head, but I guess. See. And this is how you know I'm gonna fail, because I don't remember what the name was of who he told her to go see.
You're dead, Starling. Where's your danger area?
In the corner, sir.
Did you check the corner? That's the reason you're dead.
It's the guru.
Crawford? Thanks, Ardelia.
Miggs is dead.
How?
The orderly heard Lecter whispering to him all afternoon, and they found him at bed check. He'd swallowed his own tongue.
How do you
Starling?
I don't know how to feel about this.
Lecter did it to amuse himself. He mentioned a name at the end. Moffat.
Okay, yeah.
The yourself reference was too hokey for Lecter. And I looked in the phone book, and there's a yourself storage facility.
For 10 years, prepaid in full.
So nobody's been in here since 1980?
Privacy is a great concern to my customers.
I'll be out of here before you know it.
You could return tomorrow with my son.
Hand me that flashlight, sir.
I'm afraid to check in there.
If this door should fall down, or this is the number for our Baltimore field office, you call them if anything should happen.
I would. Lots of words. Is there a light? I'm afraid of what we're gonna find. Don't tell me we're stuck in here. Oh my god. Oh.
It's an anagram, isn't it, Doctor? The rest of me? Miss the rest of me?
Where is he? I'm afraid that it might snap back. Oh.
Thank you.
Your bleeding has stopped.
How did you...
Or did you put that there on purpose?
Dr. Lecter, whose head is in that bottle?
Why don't you ask me about Buffalo Bill? What if I saw the case file?
Why don't we talk about Miss Moffat?
His real name is Benjamin Rasbell, whose romantic attachments ran to, shall we say, exotic. I did not kill him, I assure you, very much as I found him after he'd missed 3 appointments.
If you didn't kill him, then who did, sir?
Best thing for him, really. His therapy was going nowhere.
Raspa was a transvestite?
In life, garden variety manic depressive.
I was wondering, like, why did you put lashes on him?
A fledgling killer's first effort at transformation. Jack Crawford is helping your career, isn't he? He likes you, and you like him, too.
I never thought about it.
Do you think he visualizes scenarios, exchanges?
That doesn't interest me, Doctor. Frankly, it's the sort of thing that Miggs would say.
Not anymore.
What happened to your drawings?
Punishment, you see, for Miggs. Dr. Chilton does enjoy his petty torment.
Did you mean by transformation, Doctor?
I've been in this room for 8 years now, Clarice. What I want is a view. I want to be in a federal institution far away from Dr. Chilton.
Your
mean by-
enemy.
Are you saying that he's killed again?
I'm offering you a psychological profile in Buffalo Bill. I'll help you catch him, Clarice.
You know who he is, don't you?
All good things to those who wait. Our little Billy must already be searching for that next special lady.
Oh, the little kitty.
I'm right there.
Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it.
Can I help you with that?
Would you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can set it down. That's good. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Wow. You ain't gotta do nothing. They get themselves in the van.
That's great. Are you about a size 14?
Sorry.
Oh. The kitty's there waiting for his dinner. Wow.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Dr. Philgate, you're moving out, you're going
Oh,
to profit.
still training.
Found a girl's body down in West Virginia.
So what information did we know beforehand as reason to send her to Hannibal?
All the mutilation you see there is post-mortem. Shoots them, skins them, and dumps them. That's Frederica Bimmel, the first one.
Is the back.
The only one he took the trouble to wait down was the third girl found. This new one today washed up here. Look at him, Starling. Tell me what you see.
Oh, he's a white male. Serial killers tend to hunt within their own ethnic groups. He's not a drifter. He's got his own house. What he does with them takes privacy. 30s or 40s, he's got real physical strength. An older man's self-control. He's cautious. He's never impulsive. He'll never stop.
Not bad, Starling. Questions?
You haven't mentioned anything about the information contained in my report. That's why you sent me in there, isn't it? To get his help on Buffalo Bill?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I just wish I was in on it, that's all.
If I'd sent you in there with an actual agenda,
Right.
you would have known it instantly.
That's true. Fair. There's so many mind games going on from Hannibal's side to his side, and then she also has to be in the middle, like trying to... It must be hard to have relationships with people who work in that field.
These are the FBI people.
Sheriff Perkins, Jack Crawford, FBI.
I didn't call you. That was somebody from the state attorney's office.
Type of sex crime has certain aspects I just as soon discuss in private.
Once again, she's stuck in a room with all the guys. Mm-hmm. I don't understand.
Oscar, fetch Dr. Akins from the chapel.
Excuse me, gentlemen, you officers and gentlemen. Y'all brought her this far and that her folks would thank you. And now, please, go on now. Let us take care of her. Thank you.
What is that? Turn around. Is it for like the smell? You don't need it.
Okay, Starling.
Star-shaped contact entrance wound.
Wrongful death.
Wrongful death.
Lord Almighty.
She's not local. Her ears are pierced 3 times, and there's glitter nail polish. It looks like town to me. 2 of her fingernails are broken off. It looks like she's tried to claw her way through something. She's got something in her throat.
Lots of times there's like leaves and things in the mouth.
There's like leaves on things. Oh no, I'm getting squeamish. What is that? Pupa?
That's a bug cocoon.
Transformation. Was that this movie? We were talking about transformations?
Victim's skin removed, this time in 2 large diamond-shaped sections.
Starling. I told that sheriff we shouldn't talk in front of a woman. That really burned you, didn't it? I had to get rid of him.
Cops look at you to see how to act.
Yeah, true.
Point taken.
Ligature marks found around the wrists. This would indicate that the skin was post-mortem.
Time, Coach. My move. Still my turn.
I was gonna eat it.
If the beetle moves one of your men, does that still count?
Of course it counts. How do you play? It's practically mush.
It's Buffalo Bill, isn't it?
I'm afraid I can't tell you any more about that.
You mean this is like a clue from a real murder case?
No, he's not a PhD.
Boy, he's a big sucker.
I would be so paranoid because like you're going to people who know about this, and this is obviously
You're not detecting agent Starling?
Try to be a student, Dr. Pilcher.
You go out for cheeseburgers and beer?
Are you hitting on me, Doctor?
Gotcha.
What do you got, Roden?
Meet Mr. Acherontius Styx, better known to his friends as the Death's Head Moth.
Death's Head.
Only live in Asia.
Asia?
This country would have to be specially raised.
Somebody loved him.
Yeah, so like I was about to say, you're going to people who are experts on this, and whoever put that in there obviously needs to know about like whatever it means for its significance. Like maybe they are also experts on it. So it's like, are you going to see an associate or the person, or be so wary. So that's why it takes 3 days. Something involving some type of preparation.
Listed first as a missing person, is now believed to have been kidnapped. Young Catherine Martin, as we've said, is the only daughter of U.S. Senator Ruth Martin. It has stirred the government to its highest levels.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. I know you can feel love and compassion. You're big enough to treat Catherine better than the world has treated you.
Mm.
My daughter is Catherine, and I promise you...
She sees Catherine as a person and not just an object. It's harder to tear her up.
What you're doing,
She wears
Miss Starling, is
contacts.
coming into my hospital, refusing to share information with me for the third time. Look, I am not just some turnkey.
This is the number for the U.S. Attorney's Office. You discuss this with him, or you let me do my job. You understand? The senator promises you a transfer.
Hmm?
With a view of the woods nearby. Maximum security still applies, of course. 1 week of the year, you get to leave the hospital. You may walk on the beach. You may swim in the ocean. Buffalo Bill case file. Copy of the senator's offer.
Plum Island Animal Disease Research Center. Sounds charming.
There's beautiful.
Turns. Quid pro quo. I tell you things, you tell me things. About yourself.
No, he was like, remember,
Quid
don't
pro
tell
quo.
him anything personal. He's trying to get it in your
Yes,
head.
and now, Clarice.
Go, doctor.
What is your worst memory of childhood?
Ammo.
Death of my father.
Tell me about it and don't lie, or I'll know.
He was a town marshal, and one night he surprised 2 burglars coming out of the back of a drugstore.
Was he killed outright?
Very strong. He lasted more than a month. My mother died when I was very young, so my father had become the holy world to me. When he left me, I had nothing. I was 10 years old.
You're very frank, Clarice. It would be quite something to know you in private life.
Quid pro quo, doctor.
Was she a large girl?
Size 14.
Yes?
Big through the hips? Was it a butterfly?
A moth, just like the one we found in Benjamin Raspail's head. Why does he place them there, doctor?
The significance of the moth is change. Caterpillar into chrysalis or pupa.
Yeah, I was like, is this a... I didn't even say
Our
cocoon.
Billy wants to change too.
Transsexuals are very passive.
Clever girl. You're so close to the way you're going to catch him. Do you realize that?
Tell me why.
After your father's murder, you were orphaned. What happened next? I don't imagine the answer is on those second-rate shoes, Clarice.
I went to live with my mother's cousin and her husband. They had a ranch.
Why so briefly?
I ran away.
Did the rancher make you perform?
He was a very decent man. Quid pro quo, doctor.
Oh, I
Billy
love
is
that.
not a real
When-
transsexual. He's tried to be a lot of things, I expect.
You said that I was very close to the way we would catch him.
Yeah.
There are 3 major centers for transsexual surgery. I wouldn't be surprised if Billy had applied to one or all of them and been rejected. Look for severe childhood disturbances. Our Billy wasn't born a criminal, Clarice. Billy hates his own identity, you see. But his pathology is 1,000 times more savage.
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
Mister, my family will pay cash.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Okay. I won't press charges, I promise.
Now it places the lotion in the basket.
I want to go home, please. I want to see my mommy.
Oh, that is affecting you.
Put the lotion in the basket!
Oh, the fingernails.
You still think you're gonna walk on some beach and see the birdies? I called Senator Ruth Martin. She never heard of any deal. They scammed you, Hannibal.
Why is he ruining this?
But there is now. I designed it. If the girl is found in time, Senator Martin will have you transferred. Answer me, Hannibal. Or by God, you'll never leave this cell.
His first name is Lewis, after the rest of the senator herself. And I have a few conditions of my own.
Jack, Hannibal Lecter's being transferred to Memphis. Did you have a trainee make some sort of phony offer to Lecter? Yeah, I rolled the dice. I had to. Well, she's mad as hell, Jack.
Yo, this guy. Jeez.
I'm Lieutenant Boyle. This is Sergeant Patrick. Sir, you sign right here. Here, sir, use mine.
Where is it? Hannibal. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty scary to engage with him when he's fully, like, restrained like that.
Senator Martin, Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
What is he gonna do with the pen? What could you do?
I brought an affidavit guaranteeing your new rights.
I won't waste your time or Catherine's time bargaining for petty privileges. Starling and that awful Jack Crawford have wasted far too much time already.
You have my word, Paul.
Buffalo Bill's real name is Louis Friend. He was referred to me by my patient Benjamin Raspel. They were lovers, you see. Apparently, Louis had murdered a transient and done things with the skin. Tell me, Senator, did you nurse Catherine yourself?
Now, wait a minute.
Yes.
Toughened your nipples, didn't it? Amputate a man's leg and he can still feel it tickling. When your little girl is on the slab, where will it tickle you? 5'10", strongly built, about 180 pounds. He'd be about 35 now. He said he lived in Philadelphia, but may have lied. Love your suit.
Oh my
Meeting
god.
earlier this evening with Senator Ruth.
And Buffalo Bill's real name.
Buffalo Bill's real name is a matter of record.
Can you give us
My name is Dr. Frederick Chilton.
Are you with Dr. Chilton's group?
I just saw him outside, sir.
Log in and check your weapon.
Senator Martin, Justice Department, people at the FBI.
Is it true what they're saying? Some kind of vampire?
They don't have a name for what it is.
Peace offering? Is he even gonna talk to you?
Good evening, Clarice.
That's
I thought you might
so...
like your drawings back, Doctor.
Okay, that is a peace offering.
Just until you get your view.
Did Jack Crawford send you for one last wheedle?
No, I came because I wanted to.
People will say we're in love. Anthrax Island. That was an especially nice touch, Clarice. That was good.
What great
Grand
acting.
Showing, Doctor. Iron sulfide, also known as fool's gold.
Your problem is you need to get more fun out of life. Well, I've read the case files, have you? Everything you need to find him is right there in those pages.
And tell me how.
Read Marcus Aurelius. Of each particular thing, ask, what is it in itself? What is the first and principal thing he does? What needs does he serve by killing?
Social acceptance and...
Man, this is like a lecture.
No, he covets. And how do we begin to covet, Clarice? We begin by coveting what we see every day. Don't you feel eyes moving over your body, Clarice?
They've shown that a lot.
All right, yes. And please tell me how.
Your turn to tell me, Clarice. You don't have any more vacations.
The eyes are just so...
Why did you leave that ranch?
Please listen to me. We've only got 5...
No! After your father's murder, you were orphaned. You were 10 years old.
And one morning, I just ran away.
What set you off?
Yeah, he wants to know that. What
Started
makes
at what
you
time?
tick?
Early, it's still dark. I heard a strange noise.
What was it?
Some kind of screaming, like a child's voice. I crept up into the barn. I was so scared to look inside, but I had to.
What did you see, Clarice? What did you see?
Lambs. They were screaming.
They were slaughtering the spring lambs, and you ran away?
First, I tried to free them. I opened the gate to their pen, but they wouldn't run. They just stood there.
But you could, and you did, didn't you?
I took one lamb and I ran away as fast as I
Where were you going,
Oh.
Clary?
I thought if I could save just one, but
Mm.
he was so heavy. I didn't get more than a few miles when the sheriff's car picked me up. Rancher was so angry, he sent me to live at the Lutheran orphanage in Postman.
And Silence of the
What do you get
Lambs.
for your lamb, Clary?
Someone's food.
You still wake up sometimes, don't you? And hear the screaming of the lamb.
Yes.
And you think if you save poor Catherine,
Mm-hmm.
make them stop, don't you? You won't wake up in the dark ever again. That awful screaming of the lambs.
The silence. Mm.
Thank you, Clary.
Oh
Tell me his
no.
name.
We just play ourselves.
Dr. Chilton, I presume.
Okay.
It's your turn, Doctor.
Sorry, ma'am, I've got orders. Had to put you on a plane.
Brave Clarice. Will let me know when those lambs stop screaming, won't you?
Brave Clarice.
Clarice! Your case filed.
Oh, yes. And he had a pen. He had a pen. He had a pen.
Bye, Clarice.
I was wondering what he was going to do with a pen. I thought he was going to, like, honestly stab the senator or something. But the information we've given him, like, what? Are we going to regret that? With the lamb. 3 crosses.
Ready when you are, Doc. Lamb chops, extra rare.
Huh?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Same drill as before, please.
Mm-hmm.
What's he going to do?
Are you when you are, Sergeant Pembry?
Can you pick a lock with that, or?
Mind the drawings, please.
He's probably like, I ordered this for you, girl. Oh my god, he actually just goes for it. Oh. Oh no, oh no. Are there not people out there watching, or... You got a little seasoning in your food now. Oh. What?
What is this? Did somebody go up on 5? Call Pembry, ask him to tell. Shots fired on 5.
Sergeant Tate!
The hell? Shut up. Bobby, get the vest. Rainy
Oh
power
my god.
cover.
I'm like...
Seal off a 10-block radius. Give me the SWAT team and an ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
We're going up.
So now is he gonna go after Clarice? Or... Oh.
2 officers down.
Clear!
Lecter's guard, Sarge.
Prisoner's missing. Repeat, Lecter's missing and armed.
Sergeant Tate.
Get a hold of him where you can feel his hands, son. Talk to him.
Pembry, can you hear me?
He took Boyle's gun.
You're doing a good job. Oh, you look real good there.
Oh, he's sweating.
Things just fine. Doing all right. That's right.
Get in here! We're losing him.
Roger, Lieutenant. He seems to be hanging on. We think he's on 2.
Oh.
We're pretty sure he's somewhere on 2, sir. That's all for now.
Like, how did he climb up there?
He's on the roof of the elevator.
Right, he has a gun.
I see him. One warning. We need him alive.
Oh no, man. Didn't even flinch.
Johnny, hold your fire. We're coming into the car.
This is Medical Unit 26. We're inbound with a 50-year-old male. Severe facial lacerations. Weapon unknown. We've got...
So we hit his face immediately too, huh?
Pressure is 130 over 90. Yeah, the patient is on 10 liters of oxygen.
I was about to say he was willing to do that to his own face.
Crew is dead.
He won't come after me.
Oh, really?
I can't explain it. He would consider that rude. She's dead.
It's not your fault it worked out like this.
Doctor said everything we need to catch him with is right here in these pages.
Look through the pages. Ugh, gross.
Is this Lecter's handwriting? Doesn't this random scattering of sight seem desperately random?
Desperately random. What does he mean?
Like there's some pattern here.
But there is no pattern of the...
Random because of the one girl. The one he weighted down.
First girl taken, third body found.
Well, she didn't drift. He weighted her down.
What did
Why?
Lecter say about the first principles?
Simplicity. We covet what we see.
Every day.
Hot damn, Clarice.
He knew it.
After all the things he said to you, do you even try to like get better shoes? But then if you do that, you know he's gonna be like, I know I was getting to you.
Mr. Bimmel?
That's me.
I'm with the FBI.
I don't know nothing new to tell you. Her bedroom's how she left it.
Who is taking these pictures? I know, there are cats in like almost every homes that we go to. Including mine. Mannequin? Whose room is this?
He's making himself a woman's suit, and he can sew this guy.
Starling.
That's why they're all so big, so he can starve them a while, so that he can loosen their skin.
We know who he is and where he is. We're on our way right now.
Oh, that's great news.
Johns Hopkins came up with some names.
Jamie Gum, a.k.a. John Grant.
He just lied about the name. Listen to this.
They stopped a carton 2 years ago at LAX. Caterpillars from Suriname.
Well, Chicago's only 400 miles from here. I'll be there.
Not enough time. I need you to link him to the Bimmel girl before he's indicted.
I'll do my best.
We wouldn't have found him without you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, but let's not forget Hannibal's out here. I know she said he's not gonna hurt her, but...
For the scrap, I got a better idea.
My God.
Come on, girl.
Can't even whistle.
Come on, come on, come on. No.
Is that a good job, FBI agent? Better places than this.
Sometimes you do. Stacy, did Frederica ever mention a man named James Gum?
No.
Would she have had a friend that you didn't know about, or?
Sewing was her life.
Oh.
Me and Pamela Vase used to help her do alterations.
Oh, I was under the wrong
I
assumption.
need to talk to her.
Ugh, nasty.
So powerful.
Precious? Put her in that bucket.
No, you give me a telephone.
Okay, do we actually have hope she's gonna make it out alive then?
She's in a lot of pain, mister. She needs a vet.
Hey, don't you hurt my dog!
Don't you make me.
Oh. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that they're out there. I'm hoping it's a good... Oh, God. I don't think good for him.
Hey,
Wow.
We're going in.
Good afternoon. I'm looking for Mrs. Lippman's family.
Oh my God.
No, Lippmans don't live here anymore.
Well, I'm investigating the death of Frederica Bimmel.
There's no one here, Jack. Oh, wait.
Wait.
Great big fat person.
She's not even that big.
Mrs. Lippman had a son, though. Maybe he could help you.
Oh, you had a son, huh? Hannibal, where are you?
Are you close to catching somebody, you think?
Yes, we may be. Did you take over this place after Mrs. Lippman died? Is that right?
I bought this house 2 years ago. Say, has the FBI learned something?
Mm-hmm. Bingo.
Description, fingerprints,
You.
something like that. Here's that number.
May I use your phone, please?
Her eyes.
Freeze! Put your hands over your head. Put your hands in the back.
No. Oh, I thought he was gonna shoot at her. Ooh. Remember all the training we've learned? What was it? Your corner, check the corner thing? But where is he? Oh God.
FBI! You're safe!
Well, not quite. Is he in here?
You're all right, Kath. Now, where is he?
I'm gonna get you out of there, but right now, you listen to me. I'll be right back.
Quiet!
Oh, right, he had those. Oh no! He has a gun, right? He could just shoot her? Oh, but I mean, she's not the size you want. Oh God, oh God, oh God. No, girl. Fudge muffin. What you gotta see now, huh? Aww, you're cuddling the puppy.
You okay?
Gunpowder, it's nothing.
Agent
Okay.
Starling. Clarice M. Starling.
Congratulations.
But y'all couldn't have done it without you know who.
Special Agent Starling. Phone call. Excuse me, John.
Did you take our picture?
Look, I just wanted to say congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford.
Your father would have been proud today.
Hmm.
Don't forget your phone call.
Starling.
Have the lamb stopped screaming?
Where are you at?
I have no plans to call on you, Clarice. The world's more interesting with you in it. So you take care now to extend me the same courtesy.
I can't make that promise.
I do wish we could chat longer. I'm having an old friend for dinner.
Ah! I'm having an old friend for dinner.
Dr. Lecter.
How'd you get there?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Sorry, this is all set up. We have
My, you're getting your revenge, huh? Well, Overall, this movie was definitely something else. I don't know how to explain that. Like, I was thinking so many things at once, but not saying anything at all. Like, I know I kept trying to like remember, hey, you're doing a reaction, say something. But like, the thoughts were just all going all over the place that I didn't even know how to articulate it. And at the same time I also had to focus on what's happening, because like if I stray too far, I may miss a couple of things. It's weird because in the beginning, I'm thinking, even though it's dealing with topics that are, you know, scary, horror, Dr. Lecter is locked up, so it's not like we are in immediate danger. But then we also saw how the other guy, the cellmate, not cellmate, but like the guy that was a couple, you know, things down, died from him, and he was still in his cell. So it's like not only is he physically dangerous if, you know, you let him near you, but also mentally, if you let him in, it doesn't matter if he's next to you, in front of you, like if he's able to touch you or not, like he can get in your head. I didn't know to what extent we needed to worry on her behalf. And then things took a turn when he actually got out. So I know she said he's not gonna want to hurt me. I know you're not gonna understand this. I also kind of got that, but like I didn't know what he had in mind for her down the line either. I don't know, like I just didn't really know how to feel about it. There was a lot of intrigue here because on one hand, yes, I'm also trying to get behind the mind of Buffalo Bill to understand like what, like I wanted a little bit more information about him to understand what was going on with him in a way. Like I also kind of wish I was able to get his file, and then once we heard about him, like I also wanted to know more about what happened. Like Dr. Lecter, know a little bit about his upbringing and whatnot, but then I also didn't trust it because when we found out that he gave the wrong name, I was like, so how much of the information is also false? And still wanted to know. And then also with him too, like I wanted to understand a little bit more. And so with this movie, you see a lot of brilliant minds, a lot of the professional, like, you know, we're in the FBI, the BS, behavioral science team, Dr. Crawford, was it? The guy that like put her in, like, and then also we hear Clarice herself. She had a lot of honors and graduated, you know, top of the class and is doing well. And we hear her analysis on things as well. So you're convinced that she knows what she's talking about too. And then also hearing Dr. Lecter and how he is obviously smart and was able to psychoanalyze and whatnot. It's just very disturbing that like our mindset is, if you're a psychologist, if you're a psychiatrist, if you are in a position like so and so, like even the sheriff or whatever, like if you have a position up here, that should mean that you are just, that you are sensible, that you are intelligent, you are just, like you have all these assumptions around it. But then like we saw with the doctor that was in charge of Dr. Hannibal's case, as soon as we met him, like we did not like him. He had so many rude or inappropriate things to say and do, and even Dr. Lecter didn't like him. So obviously like that shows that, you know, that's not the case always. And then we also have Dr. Lecter, who was a psychiatrist. This is a position that someone will entrust their most vulnerable details to be revealed to, and he was out here eating patients. So like you have to take down that, I don't know, perception that one equals another. Like, and then also the fact that he is a criminal, he did these horrible things. He was the one, in the end of the day, that helped us to solve the case. Yes, he was bad, but then he was also an integral part of solving the mystery and bringing the other girl home. But I think for me, like, so with this movie, you know, obviously solving the mystery, trying to figure out the things, like, those are all up my alley. Like, I love trying to, you know, one of my common criticisms in the channel is that I ask too many questions. I need to stop thinking so hard and whatever. So movies like this, where you have to ask those questions because they're kind of guiding you through that process, I have to admit, like, I definitely thoroughly enjoyed that so much. And I also still wanted to know more about, like I said, Dr. Lecter, the other guy. And I don't know, like, is that how Dr. Lecter is? Because he was also asking questions about her. He wanted to know, like, what makes her tick. And I'm like, why do you want to know this? What are you going to use this information for? Maybe he just wants to know for the sake of knowing, the way I want to know for the sake of knowing. Like, I realize now when you guys are like, man, stop asking so many questions. Like, why does that matter so much? I guess it doesn't really matter so much, but it makes it interesting for me. And so maybe, yeah, he didn't necessarily need to kill her or want to kill her or anything, but it made it interesting for him because he was like, the world is more interesting with you. And I don't understand why he feels that way about her in particular. Like, what about her? Is it just because she's his type? Because that was another thing they mentioned too. Like, there was a very obvious depiction of, you know, that like sexualization or vulnerability. Like, there were many moments from the beginning of the movie. There was like, I remember we started out with her running right on her own. And then when she got called into the office, she went in an elevator with a whole bunch of guys surrounding her. And then, like, you know, we had the moment with the cops where she's just one woman surrounded by all these cops looking down. Like, they're in, obviously, like, you know, she's an FBI agent as well, but like, they're in a position, you know, as a law enforcement. So if she were just a regular lady, there's also that aspect of power that's kind of contrasted against her. So even though, again, she's a FBI agent, there were many moments of just feeling that, I don't know how else to explain, but like vulnerability, like when that guy threw his skate at her face, even in a place where you think they're contained, nothing can happen. You know, you feel her nervousness and anxiety walking into the room and then walking out and having skeet thrown at you. And so, yeah, like, you have that with the lack of control with them. And then you also have Dr. Lecter, who obviously had more of a control and a type of code where he apologized to her for it. Like, he offered her towels. Like, it's just crazy that, like, there are moments where his brilliance, his normal social responses, like offering a towel and whatnot, and being able to have, like, just because someone is coherent or can understand certain, doesn't mean that they ain't gonna eat you. So she was warned, don't let him get in your head, don't give any personal details, which she did. And I don't know now, like, did he pick her not just because of her credentials and what, because, like, bringing a trainee into it, is that because she would be a little bit more wet behind the ears, have a need to prove herself? And even though he told her don't reveal any personal things, she did. Is that because of how good she is, that she was confident in what she reveals won't be able to be used against her, or because she did what she had to do in order to get the information that she needed, because she needed to prove herself? And maybe someone higher up may not be able to let themselves be that vulnerable with him, because, you know, I said the mind games, like, there were a lot of levels to it. And so you question everything, you start to question everything. But he read her like a book. I forgot just how much, you know, like, I have a set of comfort shows and movies that I used to watch. Like, before doing reactions, I would pretty much watch the same movies all the time. Or if I watched shows, there were certain shows that I liked watching, which went on for ages, where I could either mentally turn things off, or it was like Monk, Psych, Criminal Minds. So shows like that where I loved the whole piece puzzle, trying to figure things out. It wasn't necessarily about like the serial killer or whatever, because like Psych, some of it's like really fun, but it was just like trying to, like, you see this and you try to pick things up and then you piece it together. Those are the types of shows that I really liked. If it's not like the, you know, you could turn your brain off and just watch like with like late night Cartoon Network type of TV. And it's definitely been a while since I've watched any of that, so I kind of really missed, this kind of helped remind me that like I really missed that. Same with like, I think I had the same reaction when I watched Seven. Like I like those type of like detective shows. So I feel like I do need another watch. I mean, the acting was just fantastic because Dr. Lecter, the presence that he had, I don't even know how to describe it. Like all the shots where you're looking into their eyes, they're so up close, it's so personal, you're getting in there. Like I can't do that. I think it's part of like that ADHD thing where like if I'm actually looking at your eyes and talking, I'm definitely not as focused. I need to look away. So I'm always like looking on this side. I need to look away and have like a distraction going on in order to like process my thoughts. So like that level of intensity, like it sucks you in for sure. And it was just so piercing. You're just so like, yeah, you can't really hide. He was like, don't try to lie to me because I'll know. I think the only one was the friend, when that moment when she was also doing it, I didn't feel as much of the intense. I mean, like she was excited and when she was like doing it. So that's also a little bit different. But the acting from Dr. Lecter especially was just Clarice. It was chilling. I don't know how to explain his aura. Is there charm in there? Like whatever charisma roles he was doing was like always a natural 20. But yeah, I don't know, like watching it just made me really think of how random everything is. You can get people that are super intelligent, but also a psychopath. And you can get people who are a psychopath, maybe not as intelligent. You could get people who are super intelligent with high empathy and a need to help. You can also get people who do not have that level of empathy, whatever, and are narcissistic. And we all have to live together. Some people want to eat people. Other people want to save the lambs. So is that what is interesting to him? Because he wants to eat the lambs. But yeah, Silence of the Lamb. Like lamb, I think of baby, innocence, young child. We talked about her childhood, and that's why I wanted to know more about their childhoods as well. Because did we hear any? Well, we did hear the captive lady screaming for help. But when he asked her, is it silent? Did they finally stop screaming? Those are the questions. Because I feel like she can get to whatever position, whatever level of authority. But when something happens, like we saw her in the end scene there, how she was like shaking with the gun. Like, I think certain things, if it just takes you back to your childhood, those triggering moments, it's kind of hard. But yeah, lots of good things to like dive into, themes to dive into with this movie, and I need another rewatch. Based on a book, I kind of want to read the book as well. Is Hannibal real? Okay, yeah, Hannibal is not a real serial killer. So I know this isn't like a scary movie per se, but yeah, we have done at least a Halloween-y, spooky-ish. No, it's not a spooky movie either. Did I cheat with this? I may have cheated a little bit with this movie for an October pick. But hey, we did it. The full-length reaction will be available on Patreon. You can check it out there. Come and chat it up with us over on Discord. I hope y'all are staying safe. Don't help people move things into their vans. And I hope you don't get any stuff thrown in your face this coming week. Sorry. All right. Bye, y'all.